Iconic roles that were almost played by someone else. When we watch a movie, we instantly fall in love with the protagonist and even wish that we can take the role of the protagonist's soulmate. We even attribute the actor's real life to the role of the movie. Sometimes we even forget that the actor is just an actor and just comment on their real lives as if those of the beloved movie. But what if your favorite role is played by a different actor? What if the actor of your dreams were to have been replaced by another? Well, this would have been true in many scenarios of many top movies that stream the movie industry. If you're interested in knowing what some iconic roles were almost played by other actors, please keep watching. Number 1. George Clooney and Paul Newman in The Notebook. This all-time favorite romantic thriller casted by Ryan Gosling as the main role was almost lost to another actor. Can you guess who? Well, it was almost given to George Clooney. Can you imagine watching The Notebook with Clooney instead of Ryan Gosling? Well, it almost happened. While promoting his upcoming Netflix film, The Midnight Sky, during a vital chat for the 64th BFI London Film Festival, Clooney, 59, recalled how he and Newman, who died in 2008 at age of 83 after a long battle with cancer, almost joined the beloved 2004 romantic drama based on the novel of Nicholas Sparks. The two were overjoyed that they would be able to act together in the movie because according to Clooney, it would have been a really great experience. But according to Clooney, he spent a night watching the actor's iconic movies. After a session of film watching, he decided that he was not fit to play the young version of the actor. He's one of the handsomest guys you've ever seen. We met up again and I said, I can't play you. I don't look anything like you. This is insane. Clooney recalled, we just wanted to do it because we wanted to work together, but it ended up being not the right thing for us to do. After this decision, the role of young Noah went to Ryan Gosling, whereas Newman got replaced by James Garner, playing the older version. The movie was a hit and the actors hit it hard to make it that way, but I'm sure that if other actors were to steal the deal, it would have turned out pretty well. Number 2. Claire Danes as Rose Dawson in Titanic. In an interview with Dax Shepard on his Armchair Expert podcast, Danes, the heroine of Romeo and Juliet, revealed that she was meant to play the role alongside Leonardo DiCaprio again in the tragic movie of Titanic. But she also said that she had acted alongside Leo in the Shakespearean film in New Mexico when the casting of the Titanic began. She revealed later that she was just not feeling it when the role was attributed to her. She told Shepard that there was a strong interest in her for the role of Rose, but honestly, I just made this romantic epic with Leo in Mexico City, which is where we wanted to shoot Titanic, and I just didn't have the time in me. Danes said, and even after the movie came out, Danes had no regrets about not playing in the movie. I remember after that movie came out and he just went into another stratosphere, Danes said. I went to the premiere of The Man in the Iron Mask, and when we walked into the room, the floor fell in his direction. Everybody in the room went towards him. It was a little scary. I think I may have sensed I was courting that, and I just couldn't do it. I didn't want it. But Danes has zero regrets, she told Shepard. I was just really clear about it. I wasn't conflicted. I wasn't. Number 3. Russell Crowe as Aragorn in The Lord of the Rings. The Gladiator star almost got the role of Aragorn, but surprisingly he turned it down instead. On a talk show, one of the interviewers asked Crowe if he regrets not taking up the role, but Crowe surprisingly doesn't even have the slightest regret. It's actually funny when you hear their conversation on television. They offered you 10% of the gross of the movie. I did the math for you, so eat your heart out, Stern joked. I don't mean to upset you, but I think you would have gotten $100 million. Does that eat at you? Never thought about it. Only in situations like in interviews where people are polite and kind enough to add up for me, Crowe laughed. I didn't think Peter Jackson actually wanted me on the film, the Gladiator actor explained. I think I was forced into talking to me because there was a moment in time when everybody wanted me in everything. My instinct was that he had somebody else in mind and he should be able to hire the actor that he wants. The role eventually went to Viggo Mortensen, and either way, the film would have ended up perfectly. Number 4. Amelia Clark as Anastasia Steele in 50 Shades of Grey. After the actress had played several nudity scenes in the movie Game of Thrones, Clark got tired of constantly being asked about these nude and sexual scenes in every interview, as if the only thing people took from the movie were these scenes. Clark revealed that she was offered the role of Anastasia Steele in the romantic erotic thriller 50 Shades of Grey, but she turned it down due to the excessive nude scenes, revealed the actress in an interview. Well, Sam Taylor Johnson, the director, is a magician. I love her, and I thought her vision was beautiful. But the last time I was naked on camera on Game of Thrones was a long time ago, and yet it is the only question that I ever get asked because I'm a woman, Clark said of turning down the part. And it's annoying as hell, and I'm sick and tired of it because I did it for the character. I didn't do it so some guy could check out my breasts, for God's sakes, she continued. So that coming up, I was like, I can't. I did a minimal amount and I'm pigeonholed for life. So me saying yes to that, where the entire thing is about sensuality and sex and being naked and all of that stuff. Ultimately, after wrapping up 10 years of filming Game of Thrones, Clark is glad to have avoided something that would have a sequel. I'd like not to do one of those for a minute. Number 5. Gwyneth Paltrow as Rose in the Titanic. As it seems, the role of Rose was given to everybody before it was eventually given to Kate. But what's the story behind it all? Paltrow almost got the role of Titanic of Rose because she fell for Leonardo DiCaprio's rakish jack aboard the doomed voyage. But eventually she turned the role down. I know that the story is that I turned it down, Paltrow said. I think I was really in contention for it. I was one of the last two. Regardless, Paltrow isn't bitter. I look back at the choices I made and think, why the hell did I say yes to that and no to that? And you look at the big picture and think, there's a universal lesson here. What good is to hold on to roles? And she's right. What is a role when you can learn universal lessons instead? Number 6. Kate Winslet as Viola in Shakespeare in Love. Now here's the thing. Paltrow may have lost the role of Rose to Kate, but she took it all back when she took the role of Viola in Shakespeare in Love. The British beauty she is, Kate turned down the role because she wanted to concentrate on making independent movies, and Paltrow ultimately won a Best Actress Oscar for her performance. Number 7. Christina Applegate as Elle Woods in Legally Blonde. The movie star that got the movie Vacation to hit the stars turned down the role of blonde sorority girl turned lawyer Elle Woods. She turned it down for the reason that she didn't want to play another dumb blondie, considering she had then recently finished with the TV series Married with Children. I got scared of kind of repeating myself, she said. What a stupid move that was, right? Still, Applegate is happy with the way things turned out. Reese deserved that. She did a much better job than I ever could. And so that's her life. That's her path. And finally, number 8. Emma Watson as Mia in La La Land. While Emma Stone took the lead for the movie La La Land, it wasn't originally cast for her. Watson was the original candidate for the role of Mia, but she turned it down. It wasn't much of a loss because as she turned it down, she got the leading role of Belle in the Disney's live-action film adaptation of Beauty and the Beast. The casting of this movie during the 6 years it took to get made went through lots of permutations, and it's true there was a moment where Emma Watson and Miles Teller were doing it. La La Land director Damien Chazelle told Approx.